Thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. Buhari impostor whip as U.S. government places the Fulani terrorist minister of injustice, Abubakar Malami, on visa ban, and Fulani presidency cabal, military chiefs, and police chief, including the criminal DSS Director General, are all on visa ban. Buhari cries out that it is finished for his Fulanization agenda. According to reports, the United States government have threatened to sanction anyone who interferes with the democratic process or instigates violence in the 2023 general elections, including those responsible for extrajudicial killings, especially in Biafra land, including Fulani terrorist sponsors. The U.S. also said it would not shy away from applying sanctions, including visa restrictions, on those found culpable of election rigging and those responsible for the genocide agenda, especially in Biafra land. Political counselor at the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria, Rolf Olsen, gave the warning at the Herbert Humphrey Fellowship Alumni Association Annual Seminar 2022 on promoting electoral integrity in Nigeria, prospects and challenges in Abuja. This development has put the Fulani Nigerian government under serious panic. The U.S. government also threw its weight behind the decision of Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to deploy the bimodal voter accreditation system (BVAS) and the electronic transmission of results from the polls. Even though the current U.S. government can't be trusted when it comes to election integrity and support for Biafra, they can't be trusted. Noting that BVAS and electronic transmission of vote results sheets are to ensure the integrity of elections, Olsen maintained that the United States government has no candidate in these elections, but the U.S. government's actions towards Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra agitation shows that they are supporting the Fulani Janjaweed because of their economic interests. They are multinational companies operating in the zoo called Nigeria, especially in the Biafra land, where they drill oil and pollute the land with oil and have refused to clean up the environmental pollution they subjected Biafra land into. And that's why they are supporting the Fulani Janjaweed. According to the U.S. government, they said we should recall that they had imposed visa restriction on some individuals for their action during the November 2019 Kogi and Bayelsa state elections and in a run-up to the September and October 2020 Edo and Ondo state elections. Although the United States government did not reveal the identities of those banned, it said the decision reflects its commitment to strengthening democracy in Nigeria. This action was taken by the former U.S. President Donald Trump and not the current President Joe Biden, that sold helicopter gunship to Buhari impostor's government, despite their extrajudicial killings in Biafra land, despite the genocide the Fulani Nigerian government is using their military to carry out in Biafra land. They went ahead and sold Super Tucano helicopter gunships to the Fulani Nigerian government to continue the massacre of Biafrans. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya, that is Nairobi, Kenya. He was extraordinary rendition to Nigeria from Kenya. And he has been illegally detained in a solitary confinement DSS cell. And the United States government has done nothing about it. It shows that they are supporting the Fulani Nigerian government. They are supporting them. You know, in criminology and security studies, there is difference between impromptu gun attack and gunfire exchange between armed state actors and armed non-state actors in the act. A cursory look at the picture and video displayed by the Fulani-controlled Nigerian military as those of slain unknown gunmen indisputably indicates that the displayed dead bodies are defenseless citizens of Biafrans killed and falsely labeled after the act. And this is what Fulani Janjaweed-controlled Nigerian terrorist military are doing in Biafra land. They kill innocent Biafrans, take their bodies and dress them to look as if they are unknown gunmen and label them IPOB or Eastern Security Network in order to cover up their extrajudicial murder and killings in Biafra land. You know, the costumes and narratives involved are elements of criminal stigmatization, false labeling, class criminalization, and transfer of criminal responsibility, totality of which has remained the bane of operational procedure, guidelines, and conduct of the deployed security forces in Southeast Nigeria and Biafra land in general. In a detailed special report just released by Inter-Society, dated 14th November 2022, noted was the fact that Biafrans, especially Southeasterners, are facing class criminalization, stigmatization, and hate policing and soldiering in the hands of the deployed security and defenseless or defense forces, in the hands of deployed Fulani-controlled security and defense forces, and their principal officers in Southeast region, who are also chronically disproportionate by the way of 95% non-Igbos and 90% Northern Muslim Fulani composition. The rights organizations maintain that today the unarmed and defenseless population in the Southeast region are recklessly and indiscriminately singled out and targeted for brutalization, degradation, abduction, and mass killing in revenge for loss of security personnel killed by unknown gunmen and known gunmen. Enough is enough. Biafra is the only solution to stop all these Fulani atrocities in Biafra land. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. And bye-bye for now. And God bless Biafra. Ise.